Hey everybody, Alex Kazora, SteelersDepot.com, back with some more Pittsburgh Steelers tape breakdown and analysis. Continuing our review of the Pittsburgh Steelers 2024 draft class, we'll look at the final selection Pittsburgh made this year with sixth-round pick, the cornerback Ryan Watts from Texas. There's flaws in his game like any sixth-round pick, but there are some exciting traits. Let's talk about it. We'll begin here. You can see Watts top of the screen, left corner, and Pittsburgh certainly has been drafting and collecting a type of young quarterbacks, Joey Porter Jr., Corey Trice Jr., signing Darius Rush off the Chiefs practice squad, and then drafting Ryan Watts, guys with size and length and press ability. You see that here in this example against Iowa State on the receiver. Looks like cover two. He's going to be able to jam and reroute and then potentially sink if need be with safety help over the top. And the ball comes out quick to the trip side, so you don't get to really see the whole play unfold. But you just see some of the traits Pittsburgh is looking for. They're building it like the Seahawks used to with Browner and Sherman and that big secondary. The Colts and Chris Ballard have this type. They draft Juju Brents last year. They kind of like those kind of guys. Again, Seattle, the Pete Carroll type, Tariq Woolen, modern day. And so you just see the press and the ability to jam and reroute. That's going to be important in Pittsburgh's scheme, whether they're running, true man coverage and being able to offhand press and ride these receivers, or this cover two, more true blue jam and sink and drive on the flat, or maybe get depth to take away anything over the top in a smash concept. So that's what Pittsburgh is looking for. That's what they're drafting. Another just quick example from this Iowa State game, bottom of the screen here, again at left corner. Not the most incredible rep in the world, but you see a guy that's willing to, get hands on the receiver. And if you can, be able to play the catch point or discourage the throw, and again, you see the quarterback go away as he's reading trip side out of this, bunch formation on this throw. But you just see a guy that looks comfortable in press, obviously wants to use his length. He's got 34.5-inch arms. I mean, I've never seen a corner. I looked it up, not found a corner with longer arms. Porter's at 34. There's been a couple of safeties to match or exceed that mark, but you haven't seen a corner with that kind of length. Now, I know there's discussion, will Watts go to safety or play corner, but he's a corner in college, and you see that, eagerness to get hands on the receiver show up on tape pretty consistently. What really intrigues me about Watts is not just the size, which is rare, but there's corners that are big and physical, and this goes back to is he going to be able to stick at corner, and there's a real debate about that, but you see moments of fluidity. His three-cone time was 6.82, which is a very good time, really, for any corner, especially one as big and just kind of built the way that Watts is built. So bottom of the screen here, kind of look at these examples of him dropping his weight and being able to change directions here against Alabama, just matching this route, this comeback route, perfectly against this Crimson Tide wide receiver. This is excellent. Just dropping that weight here and being able to match this. He's running the comeback route step for step with that receiver. So there are signs that tell you this guy can play corner. There's fluidity and change of direction. There's some things we could talk about in a separate video that concern me about his ability to stick at corner. I think with more in-breaking routes, he gets tight, but coming downhill and driving looks really fluid. I'm not layering these clips like I have with some other videos. I'm just kind of going chronologically in my notes. So we'll look at his physicality as a tackler. So he can run a bit, he can cover a bit, he's got size. Does he play big and physical as a tackler? And the answer to me is unquestionably yes. There's a physical demeanor and attitude to his game. See him drive on this little check down here on the flat, throw his shoulder into the running back, flaring out, and make the tackle there. So, I mean, he's definitely got some hit power and a lot of 1-2 overall, and that's going to be important on defense and also on special teams. Here is my favorite rep of Ryan Watts in the couple games of the All-22 that I watched, and you kind of see everything. Zone turn here, getting eyes on the quarterback, defending the double move, not biting and, trying to jump the route because you think the receiver number 7 here is going to break down and, run the slant or, show his numbers and run a curl. He's able to, again, drop his weight here a little bit and then track the ball. And you see the length really come to play here, the 34.5-inch arms to break this one up in the end zone and not allow the touchdown against Alabama. So big time play here, but it's not just the finish, although that's the most important element. It's everything here. It's, being able to not be deceived by the double move, and then, be able to explode as the receiver, starts pressing vertically and then matching him, tracking while staying in phase, and then finishing the play with that great length and size that he has. Really good rep by Ryan Watts. Another example of his tackling and hit power against Alabama, playing right cornerback. Watts has the flat here, zone eyes, driving the ball in this shallow cross and make the tackle. And a nice job here overall. Don't really get tremendous hit power, but making an open field stop on the receiver to limit that yak. Got to be able to tackle here in Pittsburgh on special teams to play cornerback. A nice job to come down, make the tackle, ensure there is no chance for that receiver to really get upfield and make somebody miss. And so a nice job here by Ryan Watts. Last example, we'll go back to that change of direction, showing, I think, in some regard, really good fluidity. So left corner, top of the screen, plastering this route as it starts to go outside the structure of the play. The quarterback is scrambling, trying to break contain the receiver, trying to get in his vision, trying to just get himself open. And you see Watts drop his hips, match that route as the receiver breaks down, blanket it the whole way. It's a two-man route, not a lot of options for the quarterback, for Milrow, and he ends up getting sacked on this play. So just a good job here by Watts to take that away. Again, just watching him be able to break down and drop his weight on these curls and comebacks and those types of routes. I think he does a really good job of. You see fluidity that says, hey, this guy can stay at corner. Now, again, I won't show it in this clip, in this video, because I'm looking at positives. We'll do negatives in a separate video potentially on more of those in-breaking routes, the slants, the digs. That's where you see the tightness. He gets tight, he gets tall, trying to flip his hips. That's where you sit there and go, okay, this guy might have to play safety. But Pittsburgh, we'll see how they use him. I don't know how he was used at rookie minicamp, and we'll see if we get more intel at OTAs. He missed a day of rookie minicamp to graduate from Texas. But I think you try him at corner, and if it doesn't work at corner, you say, okay, we'll try you at safety. Maybe play free safety. But I think, for now, just the traits, and, you just give him a shot at corner. I think there's some ability to play there. He's the type that Pittsburgh looks for. And anytime you draft a corner, there's questions about tightness and can you stay there. Trice had played safety at Purdue, then he moved to corner. So, I think you explore it. It's a 6th-round pick, a guy you're not going to be playing in week 1 against Atlanta at corner that's going to burn you. You try him in the preseason. If he gives up a couple plays, then you may modify the plan. So overall, some baseline things I like: the physicality, the eagerness to press, the size profile, the fluidity to drop his weight in certain regards. Definitely want to see more of Ryan Watts. Not a perfect prospect. The production wasn't there. Long speed concerns, but interesting guy. So those are my thoughts on Ryan Watts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below if you guys think he should play corner or just try him at safety right away. As always, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and check out the site, SteelersDepot.com. Really would appreciate that. Thank you again for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.